I have a Twitter handle, sorry, X handle now, and I had posted a, a very small thought over there that mind games equate the receiving party as a mere tool and not as a human being. In every relation, it exists because of the bonding. And bonding cannot exist where mind games exist. Just now I recorded a video. Uh, you can see that I'm in the same setup and all. I even got emotional while recording that. It is about since I am very at a stage, sorry, at an age where girls are considered to have been very late for marrying. So it is about that topic. And then I opened my X account and I was just going through my own profile and I stumbled upon one of this quote that I just mentioned. So I would like to give an example of the same scenario about mind games and bonding and relationships and humans being treated as just a tool. So, in marriage prospects, uh, while marriage talks, what happens now? Sometimes, not always, that they suddenly uh, start playing tricks. Who is whether the person will obey them, whether they will follow the lead, the power games kind of stuff. And I personally do not like it because it doesn't give me space for bonding. And for marriage or any other human relations, be it friendship, be it teacher student relationship, be it friends, I just said that family, between spouse, between siblings, between a mother child, between father and child, and so on. Any human relationship, if you want it to bond, you won't play mind games. And if you play mind games, you do not want bonding. So that is my closure point. Whenever that happens, I pray my best to God to not let that rishta happen. And it eventually ends like that. We don't have to do much. So this thing now it applies everywhere in every relation, every human relation that I said, because the giver party, the one who does the mind games, who is the mastermind, is not present. That person is themselves not present with the mindset of bonding. They are just trying and testing and experimenting various techniques with the other person. They are studying their patterns, they are studying their behavior, they are studying their emotional response, their reactions. But if there has to be love, if there has to be respect, if there has to be understanding, this kind of tricks will not, should not be there because these are worlds apart. Mind games are for the kind of spaces where there is transaction, where there has to be a power struggle. Oh, sorry, not struggle. Power. I don't know the word, but like if there is, like in job also, uh, there are certain mind games, and that is okay because an authority figure would like their orders to be fulfilled at the right time because many kind of projects need that stuff. So it kind of makes sense to me, at least. I may sound wrong to some people, but Since a company, since a job profile looks at the position and the work that needs to be done, only it is limited only to that. If you are fired, or if you do not want to stay connected with the company any longer, then the company doesn't suffer much. They already have many there are many other people available to do the same job. But for human connection, like for a teacher or student, teacher and student, for a family, for like spouse, siblings, parental relationships, these kind of things, if there has to be power struggle, that means you are a mere tool for their own ego gratification, for their own validation in different styles. Because if it is a family of four, suppose there are two siblings and mother and father. And if one of them starts playing mind games within the family, the one who is the mastermind does not realize that their spouse or their children, or if it is one of the child who is doing this, then they do not realize that it is not just one sibling and their two parents. They somehow expect that the supply of that human feeling, that connection will never end. They think that if one suffers, and I don't know, I don't understand that myself, but my understanding is, give me a moment. Like, if someone is playing like that, they are not valuing it, the relation, the bond, which is irreplaceable. This is what I wanted to say. They think it will keep coming, it will keep pouring in their life, even after all the nonsense that they have done, the damages that they have done. Why is the mind game necessary in any human connection that you want to grow with? Like, it is not about the human resource that I am talking. Humans are resource in professional, that is a professional area, that is different thing. But I'm talking about the familial bonds, the bonds that, or friendships, the bonds that make you fulfill, that make you feel fulfilling, that feels comforting. And mind games are not comfortable. Perhaps for even for those who are playing it, who started it. Because when you look at somebody as a supply of uh, as a supply of things that you think you lack, for validation, for projection, uh, if you think that the other party is only a source for you to get things, emotional or any other kind of, you're not respecting the bond, you are not respecting the person. And once that person realizes this deficit in you, they will find their own ways for their own fulfillment. Because if somebody does not need mind games to get these kind of very low level of projections, very low level of validations, very low level of needs, if they don't have it, they will distance themselves from such play, from such games. The ones who are happy within themselves, who think, it is not about thinking, it is a state of being a whole person in themselves. They know that it is not needed. Like, I don't need any validation from you. If I do a certain act of love uh, to make you feel good. Because I wanted to make you feel good, I did that. And now I do not even need any whoa, that you tell me that you felt very good with my gesture. I just felt like I should make you feel loved. So I will make you feel loved. That's it. I will not even need your words of acknowledgement that I made you feel this and that way. Because I know my intentions. I know what I want to do with this relationship. So I won't need any mind games. I won't have any expectations either. But on the contrary, we have other kind of people doing this for just as I said previously that uh, for marriage kind of relations, people are doing mind games. It's their own thinking. They might be interested more in that part. So yeah, this is the thing that if you are playing, you are not being truly for that person. Even with yourself, you are not fulfilling your own needs of love, your own needs of bonding, your own needs of that relationship. You had to nurture the soil, but you are cutting the branch itself. How are you expecting to? How are you expecting the plant to bloom and so that you could pluck flowers or fruits? You're cutting the stem, you're cutting the branch itself. Then go play. Anyway, if human relations are not being treated, are not being nurtured like a plant, how are you going to expect any fruits out of it? It will die. It will die down one day. Even if someone, even if you succeeded at fooling, tricking, or this kind of mind game stuff, even if you did that, and even if you succeeded in fooling at least one, maybe you will think that you won, but it is not a win. It is stupidity for yourself only. And and just because I said about marriage prospects, so do not conclude this entire video that I am ranting my frustration. No, it is nothing like that. It was just a post that I did on my X handle that I thought of sharing my thoughts about it in detail a little bit. So, this is it. It doesn't matter whether the relationship is in the initial stage or whether it has happened 40, 50 years of it also. See, there are few plays that are okay. Like sometimes when we are humans, we may want ourselves to be more powerful than the other. That is another dynamics. But if you keep testing somebody, whether it is a 1 year old relation or 50 years old relation, if you are only draining one party, if you are only pruning the stems, expecting it to bloom, then your garden will spoil only. It is not the other person who is not playing the mind games. They may feel at loss for some time, but since they are themselves very whole, they don't depend. They are the love themselves. They know that they do not need other people to depend to get love. It is you who is playing the mind game. For the last 50 years or for the last 1 year, 5 days, whatever, don't snatch the opportunity of being loved genuinely out of your sheer ego play, out of your own show off of being the smarter one. Don't snatch out these beautiful experiences from you out of this low level of human needs. All right. I hope anyone who does that, knowingly or unknowingly, I hope they find a better way of expressing themselves. And those who have even suffered it once from anyone, I hope you know that you are not at loss. And if someone is more keen into playing these kind of tricks, then they are not building any relationship with you. They have taken you for granted, and you are not being treated as a human being. You are being treated as only a tool, a source, an equipment of their own validation. And you are not that. You know that you are a human being, you are a whole person yourself. You, everything that you want, that you think you may depend on others, is within you. You are not being played. They themselves play them, like they play themselves, those who are the initiators of such things. So I hope you also find that state of awareness, that it is better to stay out of touch with such kind of people, such kind of situations, and keep your peace. Just that. So I post quite interesting quotes also sometimes, I guess, on my X handle. Uh, yeah, that's it for this video.